Hello students, welcome everyone. So in earlier classes we have completed till question number 4 exercise 15.1. So today we are going to start from question number 5. Okay, so this question is a bit long, but the question is very easy. Okay. Shall we start the questions? Question number 5. An organization selected 2,400 families at random and surveyed them to determine the relationship between income level and the number of vehicles in a family. The information gathered is listed in the table below. Okay, so here 2,400 families they have given, so it means the total number of outcomes will be 2,400. You write total number of outcomes is equal to 2,400. Okay, now just see the table, the information given on the table. Okay, here we see, suppose a family is chosen, find the probability that the family chosen is. Question number 1, earning rupees 10,000 to 13,000 per month and owning exactly 2 vehicles. Now you see in earning, in the first column, the earning 10,000 to 30,000 per month and owning exactly 2 vehicles. You just see under the third column 0 1 2, this 2 is means 2 vehicle. So under this column we have the value 29. So what we'll do, question number 1, so I will not write the questions. Okay, it is already there in the textbook. So in this you can write directly number of favorable outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes is equal to 29. Fine. Now to find the probability is equal to, what is the formula? Number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes will be 29 and total number of outcomes will be how much? 2,400. Okay, so this is the answer of question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 2, read the questions. Earning rupees 16,000 or more per month and owning exactly 1 vehicle. So you see in the first column monthly income, you see in the last point 16,000 or more. Okay, now in the question they said owning exactly 1 vehicle. So 1 vehicle is in their second column 0 1. Okay, 1. So in the second one column, not one column, second column, the number of vehicles will be 1, and in this, so this row and this column. Okay, so value will be 579. So you can write number of favorable outcomes is equal to how much? 579. Clear? Then find out the probability. Probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So 579 is the number of favorable outcome and total number of outcome will be 2,400. Okay, got it? Now go for question number 3. Question number 3, earning less than 7,000 per month. So less than 7,000 per month, is it in the first column first point, okay, less than 7,000, and does not own any vehicle. So does not own any vehicle means the first column 0, okay, the point 0, first column, this C. So the value will be 10. So question number 3, number of favorable outcomes is equal to 10, and probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So total number of favorable outcomes is 10, and total number of outcomes we know 2400. Okay, so this is our answer. Now question number 4. Question number 4. Earning rupees 13,000 to 16,000 per month and owning more than 2 vehicles. So 13,000 to 16,000 per month. It is there in the fourth point. First column, you see first column 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the fourth point, and they said owning more than 2 vehicles. More than 2 vehicles means the last column above 2. You see above 2. So this point 13,000 to 16,000 per month and above 2. Okay, means more than 2 vehicles. So value will be 25. 25 means our number of favorable outcomes is equal to 25. So find out probability. Probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So value will be 25 upon 2400. Okay, so this is the value of question number 4. Now question number 5, you see. Question number 5 will be 5. Okay, this question number 5 little bit confusing, so please concentrate and look at the board carefully. So this question number 5, many students they fail to answer question number 5, especially question number 5. So let's just read the question. Owning not more than 1 vehicle. Now in this question, how to find out number of favorable outcomes? Okay, first you write number of favorable outcomes. Okay, now how to find owning not more than 1 vehicle, not owning more than 1 vehicle, right? So in this chart you see not more than 1 vehicle means it will not go beyond second column, right? Means 0, 1 will be there included, but not this third and fourth column. Not more than 1 vehicle means it will not accept these 2 vehicles and neither above 2 vehicles. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll add all the value. So under this column, this 0 vehicle, under this column whatever value will be there, and under 1 vehicle whatever value will be there, we'll add all the value. The question said owning not more than 1 vehicle. We have vehicle, but it should not go beyond 1 vehicle. So you add each value, 10 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 160 plus 305 plus 535 plus 469 plus 579. Okay, so if you add this value, you will get 2062. Okay, 2062. now we have to find the probability. So probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. The number of favorable outcomes will be 2062 and total number of outcomes will be 2400. You can cancel it. 2 1 2 2 2 3 6 2 1 2. This is 1200. So 1031 upon 1200. Okay. So I hope question number 5 is clear to you. Instead, if you have any doubt, then you please inform me. Question number 6. Question number 6, you can check out in the group that I have given the questions, okay? Because this question number C, you'll refer to table 14.7 from chapter 14, okay? I already given the question in your copy, not copy, in the group. I hope you have written down the questions. So question number 6, I will directly start the explanation part. Question number 6. So I will read out the questions once. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of two sections of students in a mathematics test of 100 marks. Looking at the performance, she found that a few students got under 20 marks and a few got 70 marks or above. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying sizes as follows: 0 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on. Then she formed the following tables. So this is a table of the questions. So now here in the table, okay, you see in the table total is given 90, okay. So our total number of outcomes will be 90. This is the first point. Now in the first question, find the probability that the students obtain less than 20% in the mathematics test. So less than 20%, see in the table marks, this is 0 to 20, number of students, means from 0 to 20 how many students they obtain these marks? 7 students, okay. So in the question, first question, find the probability the students who obtain less than 20% marks in the mathematics. So our question number 1, number of favorable outcomes. So less than 20%, how many students? 7. So find out the probability. Therefore probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes is equal to 7 upon 90. Okay, this is question number 1. Now question number 2, find the probability that the students obtains marks 60 or above. 60 or above. 60 or above. So in the column you see 60 to 70 and 70 to above, okay. 60 or above means 60 to 70, how many students? 15, and 70 to above, how many students? 8. So you will add this number, okay, 15 plus 8. So this will be our number of favorable outcomes. Because if I ask you how many students they obtain more than 60 and above marks, okay, how many students? So you cannot say particular this value, okay. So you will add the number of students of those 2 points, okay, 60 to 70 and 70 or above. Number of favorable outcomes is equal to 15 plus 8. is equal to 23. So therefore probability is equal to, write down the formula first, number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes will be 23 and total number of outcomes will be how much? 9. Okay, so this is our answer for question number 6. Okay, finish this question number 6. Now go for question number 7. So question number 7, this is also very easy questions. To know the opinion of the students about the subject statistics, a survey of 200 students was conducted. So already they mentioned 200 students. So total number of students is 200. So our total number of outcomes is equal to 200. Okay. So point number 1. This is a small chart is given, or you can say table, like how many students? 135 and dislike 165. So find the probability that is student chosen at random. So in the first one, likes statistics. Okay, likes statistics. So what will be the number of favorable outcome? So in the likes statistics, you see number of students is 135. 135. So therefore probability is equal to number of students, not number of students, number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So 135 upon 200. So 135 is number of favorable outcomes and total outcomes is 200. You can cancel this value, or you can write up to here also. Okay, so if you want to cancel it, you can cancel, or just leave up to here. Okay, suppose if you want to cancel, then you can cancel it by 5. 5 2 is 10, 5 7 is 35, and 5 4 is 20, 5 is 0. Okay, so 27 upon 40. Fine. Then question number 2, does not like it. Question number 2, does not like it. Does not like it. Okay, so in question number 2, does not like it means dislike 1. Dislike 1, how many students? 65. So number of favorable outcome will be 65. And for find the probability will be how much? Number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes will be 65 upon 200. So again you can cancel it, or you can leave up to here. 5 1 is 5, 5 3 is 15, or 5 4 is 20. So 13 upon 40 answer. Okay. So this is question number 7. I hope from question number 1 to question number 7 you have understood each and every questions very clearly. In case if you didn't understood, or if you have any doubt, please do inform me. Okay, so in the next part I will explain the remaining the questions. Okay, those questions are left. Okay, thank you.